Angus sirloin steaks. And here I am. I'm going to make a sandwich out of them for you because these are an everything steak. It's dinner time. I can make you a steak that's just a straight ahead steak. I can make some kebabs with this. I can make it in the way that I need it for fajitas, but I just wanted to make it so I could put it in a sandwich for you with some fries. M71143 is your item number. Come with me because I am going to cut them for you because these are Black Angus. They are reserve. They are center cut to create this amazing sirloin steak from Rastelli. Now, at the very top of the show, let me just say with you that this is our #1 food brand at QVC. They are celebrating 5 years here. Took them 2 years to become the #1 food brand, and ever since then, they've been at the top of the heap. They are a second year in a row, 2-time voted by you Customer Choice Award winner for most recommended brand. And oh, by the way, they won for best grilling food too. This reserve center cut steak, do you see how juicy it is?
Oh yeah.
How tender it is, how flavorful it is. While it's the leanest cut of meat, you're gonna eat every single part of this 6-ounce filet that you're gonna receive. Now come on over with me because all you're gonna say is let me know whether or not you want 10 of them or do you want 20 of them? And this is a today's special value. We don't get to do this every day. We've reduced the price in a huge way. We're bringing it to you at a great value. 10 of these for $89. And let me share with you what's remaining. The set of 10 shipping immediately, $5,600 to go around. February 5th to the 15th, the set of 10, $3,600 left. Now let's talk about 20. We'll double your order and send to you 20, but we're going to save you money. We're going to save you $29 when we do that. You can have immediate ship in the count of 20, $2,400 to go around, or that February 15th ship, $600 left on February 15th. M71143. Let me share with you a graphic of what you're choosing and just remind you, super easy. But as you're looking at this graphic, I want to just ask you, what are you making? Do you make burgers? Do you make kebabs?
Yes.
Do you make fajitas?
Yes.
Do you make tacos? Do you
Yes.
make chili? Do you make stew? This is working for all of that. So do you want 10 or 20? Do you want an immediate shipment or the week of February 15th? And then please say, let's keep these coming because I don't want just one shipment. I want them to arrive at my door every 90 days for 2 years, and we will promise to keep this price. We will promise to keep the easy pay. And just to further put this into perspective, when you order the 10 count, I'm going to take these and put these on a salad. They're $8.90 a steak. When you order the 20 count, it's $7.45.
Compare that to the steakhouse.
Compare that to the steakhouse. Compare that to what it costs you to get that drive-through burger. You're paying, $5, $6 for a drive-through burger. For $7.45, we're going to give you a reserve cut of a Black Angus center cut sirloin steak. Let me share with you that these are very, very popular, and I don't care if your refrigerator is full. You put these in the freezer and they will last 1 solid year before you need to take them out. You've got them in your salad, in your wrap. You're going to use it for your steak and your vegetables or your kebabs. M71143, put them in your cart and check out. We've sold over 4 million of these Rastelli steaks, and our customers come back time and time again. And before I invite my guest in, I just want to share with you, I brag about this brand to my friends.
Oh yeah.
They asked me, so do you sell food on QVC? And I'm like, yeah, we sell a lot of food. I, present food all the time. And they're like, well, what is it that you like? I like Rastelli. You want to know why? Because they supply the world's only 7-star restaurant with their beef. That restaurant is in Dubai. I don't know about you, but I'm not flying to Dubai right now. And if I could fly to Dubai, I'm not sure I could afford that 7-star restaurant. But right here, you're getting the same meat supplier that supplies that 7-star restaurant. And I'm going to welcome in the gentleman who does that. His Ray Rastelli Market Fresh Meats has been around over 45 years. He's known as America's Butcher. I'm going to say happy 5th anniversary, and I hope this leads to many more. Nice to see you, Ray Rastelli.
Thank you, Rachel. I am really excited and thankful to QVC and honored to be here. And when you think about over 4 million sirloin steaks in the last 5 years, that's a lot of steaks. And today, I thought for this 5th anniversary, I wanted to bring something really, really special. We started 5 years ago with a sirloin steak, so we notched it up a bit by bringing the Reserves collection. Now, the Reserve means that only 4% of cattle actually qualify for this. They have to be high in marble, they have to have beautiful color, they have to have great conformation, but let me show you what we do with it. This is a sirloin of beef, a whole sirloin. We take this and age this in our aging rooms for 45 days. After that, we peel the cap off of the top because we don't really want any of that to go with the steak. We then pull all of the fat and all of the sinew out of the center of that. And what do we have left? Well, we have something really special left. We have just the center cut sirloins. And look at what we do here. This is what you're getting. This is a beautiful center cut Black Angus sirloin that's been aged 45 days. Now, what I want you to notice is there is no fat. There is no gristle. There's no nerves. All there is beautiful steak. And here's what we do. After we take that and cut the end off of it, because we want to make sure we give you center cuts, we just take that and make that beautiful 6-ounce steak. And let me show you how beautiful this steak is, because what you're going to see is a steak that has beautiful marbling in it, right? Look at that marbling. That's what makes it a Reserve steak. It's a very thick steak. What you won't see is any fat. There is no fat on this steak at all. So when you eat this steak as a steak, it's going to be incredibly tender. Now, look how lean this steak is, Rachel. This really means that you've got a steak that is not just high in protein, actually 31 grams of protein,
Whoa.
but really good for you. And it's still going to be tender and juicy as you cut it. So for me, it's great as a steak. But more importantly for me, it's an everything steak. And you actually pointed out all the different things that you actually did with it there. And I actually will show you how I do some of those things as well.
You know what? It is an everything steak. And my question to you is, how do you like your steak? Because we've got the steaks for you. Let me invite you in to call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. This price isn't going to be here for forever. And when you're looking at a 10 count for $8.90 a steak, or 20 of them at $7.45 a steak, that is not just entry-level steak. It's Black Angus. It's not just Black Angus, it's the Reserve. It's not just Black Angus, the Reserve, it's the center cut of the sirloin. Like, we just kept notching it up and notching it up and notching it up, and yet we kept the price like you were buying Chuck. It's bananas. So we've got it for you. This is Rastelli. This is our today's special value price. Ray Rastelli's with me. He's celebrating 5 years. And Alberti Popage is with me, too. We've got all sorts of things we're making, but let's bring in the fourth. Let's bring in Rick Domeyer, because he's at home, hosts at home.
Look at him.
For us, I think. What's happening, Rick Domeyer?
Well, I know that we are still not allowing, food consumption in the studio. So out of the kindness of my heart, I have agreed now to have Cabernet deli steak in my own home, and it's amazing. I'm doing this because I care. And by the way, I know I've only got a couple of minutes. This is real. This is live. I'm having these guys, and they're amazing. And Ray, I was there that first time. You were a little nervous on the air. And 5 years later, I can't believe it. Congratulations on all your incredible success. It's well-deserved, my friend. Truly well-deserved.
Well, I have to tell you, Rick, you were a big part of it. You took me under your wings that night. You got rid of the nerves, and you told me, let's just have a conversation. And we did, and I love the way that you and the rest of the hosts there really just take all of us as guests under your wings and just help us to really show our brand. So I can't tell you how much I thank you for that, and I never, ever forget that either.
Oh, Rick, I want to know what you cooked. I'm not sure we're able to see it. Can you tip your plate up or come? Not sure.
He's too busy eating.
Then we can see it. Okay.
First of all, here's Amy's kitchen. Amy's kitchen.
It looks great. We love Amy's kitchen.
This is a Jeffrey Zakarian pan.
Oh.
You use that incredible seasoning and just get it really hot and sear it. And it's about 4.5 minutes aside. And they're amazing. And you know what I love after 5 years? Alberti and Rachel, the consistency. Every single time Rastelli comes through with the consistency. And when you both said the price on this, I couldn't believe the price per steak. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And that's, you know, thanks to Ray. He decided it's my anniversary, so I'm just going to give a gift to all of us. Rick Domeyer, I love that you use the seasoning because I'm obsessed with it. And that you said 4.5 minutes aside, that was my same experience too. You know what? This actually won for best grilling food too. So that's kind of cool. Ray, you want to talk to us about grilling these steaks?
Yes, so it's so simple. You know, I always tell you to take that steak out of your freezer. Let's get it to room temperature. Take your seasoning once it's at room temperature and just sprinkle it on top, right? And let that seasoning actually melt into that steak. And once you're at room temperature, it's literally 4 minutes on one side, flip it over, 4 minutes on the other side, and you're done. So it can go in your grill, your griddle, your George Foreman, your air fryer, and it's lean and it's going to be incredibly tender. But Rach, you know how I love having fun with food. So look at what we did. I'm just going to take this steak and I'm going to cut it into cubes. And you know what I made? I made kebabs out of it. I made a chili out of it. I made a stew out of it. It is so simple to do these things. This is why I call it the everything steak. It's why you want to have it in your freezer. How about a Philly steak? Look at this. Take your steak. Now, I'm a butcher, so don't you do this at home, but I'm going to show you how you can do this. So I slice it nice and thin. Look how beautiful that is for a Philly steak.
Yeah.
But here's what you can do at home. Little tip, right? Take a saucer, maybe a coffee cup saucer, put it on top of your steak, and then put your hand on top so you don't get cut. And then just go right through your steak, just like that. And you did exactly what I just did without having to be the butcher. And you've created 3 more steaks. Now, what do I do with them? I've got Philly steak, and of course, if I'm going to be a Philly steak guy, I'm a wit guy, so there goes my wit, right? Or I can actually take this and I can roll this. I can make a braciole out of it. I can make a stuffed steak out of it. So just with that steak, I've got 5 or 6 things that I've made here, and I got a whole table full still of things that we can make with it.
Oh, and we're going to show you more on that as well, but I got to share with you what's going on because these are hot. So if you're coming on in, welcome on in. This is our most recommended food brand. It's our largest food brand. We've sold more than 4 million steaks from Rastelli's, and folks come back time and time again. So if you ever thought, is this a good time to come in and try a food brand? The answer is a resounding yes. We're 1-800-395-1601. This is not just a Rastelli steak. This is a Black Angus Reserve center cut. So we kept making it better and better and better. The 10 count, $8.90 a steak at $22.25 on 4 monthly payments to get it home. The immediate ship, Frank, how am I doing? And the 10 count, $5,400 to go around. On February 15th in the 10 count, $3,500, that's it. You double the count, get the 20 home, and I'll show you how they come. The 20 count, they are $7.45. We actually knock off $29. We save you $29 when you double your order. $2,300 remains shipping immediately, and then $500 for February 15th. There's an auto delivery that is going to come to your door every 90 days for 2 years. We've sold over 4 million steaks. Each one of these steaks is individually flash frozen and individually packaged, and so these can freeze in your freezer up to a year. You take them out, you leave them overnight in your refrigerator, thaw them out, and then you're ready to, if you want to saute them, put them in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, 4.5 minutes on each side. But this is it. One of the reasons that we love Rastelli is that he knows that we're concerned about keeping our food safe and clean, and he does it. But let me welcome Rick Domeyer back in.
Yeah, Rick, how's your dinner?
He's eating and we're not.
I have to give an update here that we're getting very limited with the supplies that I have on my plate. So if you want to, unless you can do the Domeyer drive-thru, you're going to miss out on this. Guys, I'm going to close with this one.
Yeah.
Love you guys, and Ray, congratulations. But I just had a really big birthday.
Yeah,
and
the
I spelled
60th.
my birthday month.
Yeah.
And my wife said, would you like to go to a steakhouse? We can make reservations, right? Limited seating and stuff. And I said, you know what? No. Let's do it in our own home. Let's have great steak.
Yeah.
And everybody can do that. The best steakhouse is right there in your house.
That's right.
So cheers to you all, and thanks for allowing me into your show tonight.
Oh,
cheers, Rick.
Thank you,
Happy
Rick.
birthday
Rick.
to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
60th
Yes.
birthday, big guy. Happy birthday, Captain
Here we
Midnight.
go.
See you later.
Thank you so
Rick.
much. Cheers to you, Ray.
Cheers to you. So you know what? As Rick was talking about, this is that steakhouse quality dinner that you actually are doing at home in the comfort of your own home for your, your loves, celebrating your birthday, celebrating an anniversary, celebrating a promotion. Those things are still happening despite the fact of, the current times. Life is still going on. Celebrations still need to be had, and we want a little bit of an extra something to do that. I love that. Let me just make a little swirl like I might do. Right, exactly.
You're so fancy.
A little swirl like they would do on a plate. So Ray Rastelli, I just wanted to say, let's come back to the packaging that you do for us especially.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you individually flash freeze these and wrap them individually for us?
So important, Rach. When we take this steak and we age this for 45